And I'm super excited for tonight's call. Our team call is something that I really, really love, and I always want them to be really informative. And the way to do that is to hear from people who are doing the work. And I feel like I'm not going to be able to put into all the right words exactly how incredible our speaker is today. So I'm going to turn that over to Carly here in a second, but I'm really excited for our call tonight. I think it's going to be really powerful. And I think her just being her is powerful. And so I think being in her presence and learning from her, and now my family's all coming in, so you're going to hear some doors slam really quick. Will you shut that? Thank you. Is going to be really transformative for people. So first of all, I wanted to do a little bit of recognition at the beginning of this call, and we're going to start doing this even a little bit more. But I wanted to really kind of shout out and recognize Laurel Seabrook. She is the first person this month to hit the 2,500 in sales and at least 2,500 in sales and so the 23 by 2,500, and recruit 3 reps. And that means she earned an extra 10% bonus on her check this month, which is incredible as we do like the Rise to Summit stuff. So I know there are about 45 more that are about 1 rep away, and a little bit more than that are 2 reps away. And we have so many people that are already well over, I think it was over 250 or something over the 2,500 in sales. So I think that that's amazing. And we're just really, really proud of you guys for getting there, and for Laurel for freaking crushing it this month. So I'm just going to turn it over to Carly so she can introduce our sweet speaker tonight, and we'll just kind of jump right into it.
So you guys are in for a treat tonight. Emilie is incredible, and not just because of her stats, but I am going to share her stats with you. And then I'm going to share on top of those stats, like what she actually does in life, because this is not all she does. So Emilie joined in April of 2020, near the end of the month. And her lifetime volume is over 250,000. It's 251,213, which is just like, it's insane. That makes her monthly average 9,662. So that is her average sales with highs and lows. It's 9,000. Her lowest month ever, besides her first month where she just got her starter kit because it was later in the month, was 4,389. And her highest month ever was 16,462. And this month in June, in a year where people claim that people aren't buying and it's summer and all these different excuses that we might come up with, Emilie's at almost 14,000 in sales this month. She's at 13,987. So on top of running an extremely successful Zaya business, I got to read this part because I always get the names wrong. So Emilie is a nurse practitioner, a wife, and a mom of 3. She has a brand new baby. And all throughout her pregnancy and having the baby, she was in a doctorate program also while working full time. So she was doing all these things and having an average sales month of 9,662. So she started when she was in her doctorate program, hoping to get some new clothes at a discount and maybe spend less time working in the hospital and more time at home to focus on school and her babies. And it's just allowed her so much more. She's met some amazing people along the way. She's earned 2 free trips, and she's just incredible, you guys. And the really cool thing about Emilie is she is not this like crazy person that's like hustling all the time. And she just does the thing. She just does the things that we talk about, and she's going to give you guys an awesome training. We're so grateful that she's on Zaya Tribe. She's had a great leader and mentor in Cami Freetag, who is her direct upline. Cami is another one on our team whose sales are just insane and has a very busy life too. So I'm excited to hand it over to you, Emilie.
Awesome. Thank you. I actually didn't know that was my average or my high and low. So I hadn't looked into that. So that's really awesome. So yeah, thanks you guys for all being here. I'm really nervous. I'm not much of a public speaker, so try to do my best. If you have questions, I have the chat open. I'll try to keep an eye on it. And then at the end, if you guys want to ask questions, feel feel free. So I came up with a list of, I guess, just my top 5 tips on how I get the sales that I get. So I'm going to start with number 5. I kind of worked, number 1's what I feel like is the most important, down to 5, I guess maybe the least important. I don't know. I think they're all important. So number 5, I said, wear the clothes and share the clothes. Show up imperfectly perfect or perfectly imperfect, whatever the saying is. I don't know what the quote is, but just show up. Your pictures don't have to be these Pinterest, Instagram perfect pictures. Just snap a picture of your outfit. Be real. People want to see you being real. If you don't know, or if you don't have an outfit idea to wear for the day, take some ideas from the marketing page. That page is full of amazing resources. I'll post outfits that people post there and get sales from it. I will take inspiration from the marketing page, and then copy their outfits and share them. Especially like new release items that people get before I do, just by sharing the ideas of what people are wearing is a great way to get sales. Then also with that, wear the clothes to work, to activities. It's a great conversation starter. So now that I'm not in the hospital, I don't have to wear scrubs. Some days I still do, but other days I wear my Zaya to work, and I get so many compliments from my coworkers. What is that? What are you wearing? Is that Zaya? Oh my gosh, I didn't know that they had that. So wear the clothes. I was just talking to Cami, my upline. She said the same thing. Last night she was at a ball game and multiple people came up to her. Can I feel your joggers? And she got a ton of sales from it. So just wear the clothes. We all love them. So just wear them as much as you can. Number 4, communicate. So communicate with your customers. So one of the things I started doing just recently, probably within the last couple of months, I signed up for a texting app called Project Broadcast. I don't know exactly what you can sign up for, different amounts of pay per month, but either way, it's really minimal. I feel like Facebook can make it really difficult sometimes for people to see things you post. The algorithms, as we all know, they can make or break what people see. And I feel like a lot of times other people get sick of Facebook or they get sick of Instagram and they take a break. And so I wanted to find a way to still keep it in their view, keep it in their, have them thinking about Zaya. So I have a text list. I'm up to, I think, close to 75 people that are on it. And I just send out Maker Monday and then new releases. And sometimes I made it like a perk for them that I'll sometimes do a special deal for my text list people, or I'll open up the deal to them first just to make them feel like they're VIPs. Another thing with communication. So when we get the sneak peeks for new releases, use that to your advantage. So for example, the boyfriend hoodie, when that came out in a new color, you can go into your back office and send an email to every single person that has ever bought a boyfriend hoodie by searching that item number. If you don't know how to do this, I can post it on the Papaya Facebook page, the steps. I have to kind of fiddle with it each time I do it, but it's super easy. And it can send an email, just say, hey, a new boyfriend hoodie color was released, or whatever it is. When we knew the summer shorts were being released, I did that. And I got, just from sending out emails, posting about it, sending it in my text list, you guys, I had 42 pairs of summer shorts that I pre-sold. Do you know how many I got to buy? 0, because they sold out so fast. So that was a sting a little bit, because that was a ton of money this month that I missed out on. But now I have it as a pre-order for the next time, and just using that. Like, so many people just put different ways out there for them to know about what's coming and to want Zaya. So what else was on that? Oh, restock lists, also with communication. Just advertise the things that are coming soon. Get people, like, this is coming, restocking soon, get lists, and so you can notify them, or say, do you want me to order it for you? I don't mind doing that for people. I know some reps don't like to, and that's fine. But I don't mind ordering for people. I know most of them that I do that for, and I trust that they're going to pay me back. So number 3, follow up. So follow up with every single customer. Repeat customers, I follow up with them every time they make an order. Are you still liking your Zaya? And they appreciate it more than you think they will. I used to think that was like, oh, it's not a big deal, but it is a big deal. Follow up, I send a message to each customer on the last day of the party when I'm doing a party. If they haven't ordered yet, just sending them a reminder. I feel like so many times in parties, people just forget, and I'm guilty of it too. If I'm invited to a different party, I just forget and I put it off, and they're really appreciative. Oh, thank you so much for the reminder. And they get on and do it. So those messages at the end of the party really do help. My mouth's getting dry, sorry. Always after they get their item, I always ask them to host a party. If they say, yeah, I love it, it's great, I say, okay, would you want to host a party to get free and half off? Sometimes, a lot of times they're going to say no, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be a no. So what I say then is, okay, that's fine. I'd love for you to join my VIP group. Here's the link to join. I do fun giveaways, deals, and just keep it fun. Get them in your VIP, because then a lot of times they might change their mind and decide to host a party. I've had that happen a ton of times where they're like, oh no, a party's not for me. And then a month later they messaged me, I think will do a party. So if they're not in my VIP group, they'll likely just forget all about me. So yeah, no doesn't mean never. It just means not right now. It might just be a not good time for them. Just catching up on the chat. How did I build my text list? I just asked people if they wanted to be in it. And yeah, it was actually Allison Rucci that gave me the idea, because she uses it. So she could probably tell you guys more about that too. I just asked customers and they said, yeah, I want to be in it. And you put their number in and it sends out a mass text. So how do I make sure they see the message? I have a graphic that I post and I tag everybody that just says, check your messages from me. If we're not friends, it might be in your others box. I'm not one, I don't usually friend everybody in the party. I just friend people if like I've connected with them in the party, then I will, or some people I will, but I don't friend everybody. So that's what I do, is just tag them and say, check your messages. Okay, number 2, customer service. Know your VIPs, be personable, be human, be their friend. Genuinely, I feel like I've made so many friendships with people that buy from me that I never would have known had it not been for Zaya. And know their preferences. Not everybody, it's going to be hard to know everybody's, but I feel like my really good customers, I have in my mind, oh, I know so-and-so doesn't like things to fit tight. So when I give her sizing recommendations, I know she really appreciates that. Or just anything, knowing your VIPs and making them feel appreciated so that they keep coming back to you. Oh, and then another thing with customer service. So do things in a timely manner. I try to always, submit host rewards in a timely manner. I did a party with another direct sales company for her, and I gave her my hostess rewards, and she didn't enter them in for like a month after I gave them to her. And it just made me realize like how important it is to do things in a timely manner. And because it was a total turnoff for me, and I probably won't support her anymore because it was such a turnoff. So just doing things in a timely manner and getting back to people. I know we're all busy, so it can be hard to get back to people in a timely manner, but that customer service I feel like is huge. And then number 1 is consistency. So show up, do the things you don't want to do every day. One of the things that I honestly don't like doing follow-ups. It's like my least favorite thing, but I still do them because they're so important. Post daily in your VIP group, or at least I say 5 days a week. If you want to take a day off, I don't think that hurts, anything to take a day off and not post something on whatever day. Or I use the schedule ahead function a lot. If you're not consistent, they're going to forget about you. I have people that buy from me that are actually closer friends with other Zaya reps, but they're not posting stuff. And so they just forget about them, and they come to me because I am consistent with it. And posting more you'll stay in their feed and be a consistent presence in their news feed. So that's my list. I feel like I just talked really, really fast. So if you guys have questions, just shoot them my way, or you can ask or whatever.
I have a question for you that I know is going to come through.
Yeah.
Where do you find, how did you, I know there wasn't just one way, but what are some things that you have done to get customer acquisition, to find new customers, to connect with new people, to introduce them to Zaya? Does that make sense?
Yeah, so I feel like I find most of my new people in parties. I would say usually the majority of my sales come from new parties each month, but I do have my VIP group I have a really good group of loyal customers. And sometimes I feel like the majority of new customers I get are from parties and then getting them into my VIP group. Some of them won't join, but I try really hard. I post in the party a few different times. Don't forget to join my VIP group or stuff like that, that I try to get them in.
Okay, I love that. Yeah, I just know these questions are coming, so I'm just going to ask them because maybe some people won't. The other question is, are you mostly active on in your VIP page, or are you also on Instagram, or like do you spend a lot of time on Instagram or Facebook or?
I am mainly just in my VIP page. I've talked to Carly about this a lot. I've tried to get more into Instagram, and I don't know, I just am struggling to do it. I feel like my VIP group is just where most everything is, where a lot of my interactions are. And for me, I don't have a very big following on Instagram. I think I only have like 600 followers. So that's kind of my go-to is my VIP group.
No, I love that. I think that that's great. And I feel like you need to stay where you're strong, right?
Yeah.
And then once things start slipping, I mean, 600 followers is actually amazing. But I think you stay where you're strong, and then you can start dabbling as needed into other areas. So I love that. Okay, I'm sure there's other questions coming through. So I will. Do you recommend posting more than once a day?
Yeah, I feel like most days I feel like I do post more than once a day. Some days I don't. Like if I think today I only posted once, but definitely on my work days I probably don't post as much just because I'm busy. But um, yeah, I usually post more than once a day. I think yesterday I maybe posted like 5 times, and people were maybe annoyed with me. I don't know.
No, I'm sure they loved it. How many are in your VIP group?
Around 650, I think.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And when you started, that was just like your launch party group, or was it pre-built?
So I actually so I did a party with Cami, never trying Zaya before. My party was hit 2000, and so she was like, you need to be a rep, and I gave her the excuse, I'm too busy, I'm in school, I'm la-di-da-di-da, all the things, I'm too busy. But for some reason it was stuck in my mind, and so I did it. And so we actually I created a whole new VIP group, but I invited my people from my party, and then kind of just started inviting people from work, people from my hometown. I think I posted about it, that I was a rep. I don't remember exactly how I kind of got started getting more people, but yeah.
No, I love that.
I found out before I even tried Zaya. I'm kind of crazy.
No, I think it's so cool because you started and you built the business on how, I mean, in how, Carly, I know, has trained you guys in doing it. You have a launch party, you kind of go from there. Somebody just messaged me, how many parties do you host a month?
So this month, I've done a lot this month. Probably, I would say my average is anywhere from 6 to 10. So maybe 8 a month. Yeah, I would say that at 8's an average. And then parties like links in my VIP group. So I usually will do a mystery host in my VIP too. So yeah.
Okay, I love this. Sorry, hang on. You're gonna think I'm grilling you. I'm just getting questions, either direct messages.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
The other, no, go out. Sorry, my kids are coming in. So the other questions that we have are, how do you run them all separate parties, or do you do bashes, all connected? How do you have time for 6 to 10 parties a month?
So I have done like a group. I've done both. I've grouped them all into once and done it as like a battle. And I kind of I felt like I did that in February when they had the double hostess awards, because I think the last week of the month, I literally had 6 people that wanted to do parties. And I was like on maternity leave, and I was like, there's no way I will go crazy if I do this in 6 different groups. And so I put them together, and I just felt like people were like confused at what was happening. And I'm like, oh, it's not that difficult. Like each person has their own link. It's really not that hard. But since then, I've kind of I've separated, and I just do them separate. Um, I schedule pretty much all my posts. I've used Since Share in the past, and I liked that a lot. I just schedule posts ahead. Oh, and then also I use a lot of girls in our group, Carly's group, we started using the Boards app. Carly, I don't know, are you still using it for parties? A little bit. So it's an app. It ends up be integrating into your keyboard, and so you can actually save like post 1, post 2, and you just switch your keyboard and click that, and the post is there rather than copy paste from back and forth. So I do feel like that saved me some time. And then, but the pictures, I didn't really ever figure out how to get the pictures onto that, so I just saved those on my phone, my iPhone. I did stop using ScentShare, and I've considered getting back into it. I felt like when I was using it, my interaction in the parties was like way down compared to when I wasn't using it. And so I stopped, but I don't know, I'm kind of considering it. And I've used OneStream for lives. I've kind of gotten away from doing a live of like showing everything like I used to, like at one big long live, because I feel like now in parties, a lot of people they are more used to Zaya, whereas they've heard of it. When I first started, a lot of people didn't know what it was. But now that they do, I'll do like a few lives showing my outfit of the day, but I don't show them everything. Yeah. How long do my parties run? I run the parties. I start them on a Sunday or Monday, depending on if there is a make room Monday, and then I run them for a week and close it on Sunday. Or like finish things on Sunday.
Okay. Awesome. This is also helpful. Does anybody else we're like drilling her, but does anybody have any more questions? Oh, maybe somebody just posted. Never thought to do a live to show the products. Nice. Is the app just Boards?
Yeah, it's just called Boards app. I can show it to you. This is what it looks like. I don't know. Can you guys see this on my phone? I have my camera hidden because I didn't want to see myself, but it's right there. If you can see that. Yeah, I've had a lag before. I remember I messaged Carly and Cami back in March, because after February, with the double hostess awards, everybody was like, get me in there. I want to host a party. And then March, it was like really kind of slow, and I was kind of freaking out. I was like, what do I do? People don't want to host parties. I don't know what to do. So the leggings, the marketing kits that Zaya did, that was a huge help. I had a total of 5 or 6 people. Like I put it out there, host a party, get a free pair of leggings. And so I got parties from that. Otherwise, I just post a lot about it and just hope somebody will say they want to do one. And I guess it's just always worked out. And my party format, template, I could post the template I do. I pretty much do, so like this week, since there wasn't a Make Room Monday, I started it yesterday and did just like introductory posts yesterday. Today, I shared about all the tops, like bras, tops, all the things tops. Wednesday, new releases. Thursday, I do bottoms. And then Friday, I do like favorites or outfits. I kind of mix up Friday and Saturday and just go on a whim with however I'm feeling or whatever I feel like how the party's going. And then Sunday, I just send out reminders and end the party. And then do I do parties every week? Yeah, this month I did. I'm honestly kind of burnt out. So I try to take a week off and not do any parties. So, but this month I have done one every month. But I think, or every week. I think this coming week I don't have any with it being the 4th of July. So that'll be a nice break. Yes, I do all of them in the same kind of sequence.
All of this is super helpful. Some things that I feel like I've taken away from it is number one, you've been incredibly consistent.
Yeah.
I think that does wonders. And I think a lot of times there was a training on this I was sat in today that was like, sometimes we think consistency means showing up 110% every single day because we're being consistent.
Yeah.
But the reality is you have just shown up at some level every single day. Like you said, maybe one day you do 5 posts, maybe another day you do 1. But you've shown up, you are staying at the top of mind. The other thing is you have increased your visibility with people in your network by inviting them to your VIP page instead of just a random post like, hey, join my VIP page. You're also going out and personally inviting them to your VIP page to host, to do those things. And then the other thing that I also wanted to share is I love your layout. And I know everyone's going to want to know what your layout is but what I think is the success isn't necessarily in the layout, though I'm sure you have a perfect one or like a great one. The success is in the energy and the connection and that you bring to your party. And so if anybody's listening and they want to duplicate kind of what you're doing or kind of take something from it, what I hope that you also take from it is, these tactical things that you've shared, but the energy, the love of the brand, knowing that this brand can help other people, whether it's through business, whether through hosting parties, literally is the best thing that they can do to get free and discounted Zaya, or or joining the company, or that these products are the best things out there and you're sharing it with conviction, belief, and all of those things. And so as you're kind of taking from this, everybody listening to this call, myself included, is remembering it's all about the energy, connection, and the belief that you have when you are going into these things. So I love your mindset. And there's probably been a few other questions. I'll let you tackle those, but those were a few of my takeaways. And then we'll kind of close this out so you're not getting drilled anymore.
Oh, that's okay. Well, yeah, you said though about consistency. It's true. I mean, I had my baby in January, so I was on maternity leave, and it would have been easy for me to just, I'm on maternity leave. But even just posting, to be honest, I wasn't always wearing the clothes then because they didn't fit me, but posting just even a picture of my baby or my kids in Zaya or my husband, just keeping people remembering, and then sharing the pictures from the marketing page. Like it totally, just the consistency of showing up makes a huge difference. Is there any more questions? Did I miss any? How much time? I don't keep track of how much time. I don't know. I don't do the power hours. I kind of just wing it. Each week is different, and I don't know. I don't time how much time I spend. So yeah, if some people are like, oh, I don't do those, but then they keep wanting things. They're like, I have such a huge wish list. And I'm like, it's so easy. Just do a party. Literally all you do is invite your friends. So just reminding them that I really don't make it hard on the hostesses. I tell them to invite your friends. I encourage them to be active in the party because, as we know, if your hostess is more excited and interactive in the party, then your party's likely going to be more successful than if they just don't do anything. But it's not a requirement, and I just tell them how easy it is. So, or another thing that I do, that I just thought of, if they don't want to do a party, I offer, okay, well, I could create a, personal shopping link for you, and you could just text it, share it with your close family and friends, and say if they want to buy anything, great. I have a few people that do that. So, yeah.
Okay, this has been so good. If anybody has last questions, throw them in the chat. And if not, thank you so much, Emilie. We are rooting for you to be on the company's advisory thing for the top sellers in the company. We are cheering you on.
Thank you.
That is so amazing. But thank you so much for taking time out of your already busy schedule and sharing with us. And it was incredible. It was so good. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, we'll put this recording up in the next 24 hours. It'll be on the team website. It will be in our team newsletter that comes out on Sunday, and then it will be in the recordings tab on Team Zaya Papaya if you're on that. Outside of that, that's kind of where you can grab it. So anyway, okay, have a good night.